Hello Motoheads and welcome to some more high-speed action. We are racing our first race at UNADILLA 2025 today. Got our game face on. The gate is down. Alright, this is our first race like I just said here. However, we have done a few ghost laps on this track. And I'm not really sure who all my competitors are here today, Motoheads. Their names are very cryptic to me. A jumble of letters and numbers. Anyway, we are on the podium as it sits right now and putting pressure on second place. Let's talk about this UNADILLA track, shall we? There's definitely some changes. I go more to the inside around that turn than I used to back there. And I love that grass section that we just jumped over. I kind of want to stop in the middle of the race and just start making my own path through that grass. Pretend it's a golf course or something and just rip it apart. Alright, we just lost a racer. We're in second place now, out of 9. This uphill is a little bit different. It's a little easier to nail that inside if you ask me. And right here, I used to go to the inside on the 2024 track. Now I prefer the outside back there. And I tap my brakes on that little bump right there. I'm not sure about the rest of you Motoheads. Leave a comment and let me know how you do it. And I just saw the shadow of the guy behind me. So we're in second place. Oh, we were in second place. Now we're back to third, duking it out here for second. And first place is still right there. I'm glad I did some ghost racing on this track before I just jumped into a lobby. And now this right here is real easy to overjump just like last year, but this section, okay, what he did right there, that's actually pretty hard to clear. And then you want to go to the outside, get up as much speed as you can and jump over that little lip there. Last year's track, you could just kind of pop right up there from the inside. And you just saw the benefit of going to the outside and jumping it. Now this is a split section. That's completely new. And then across the finish line, jump. Once again at the beginning, I'm going more to the inside than I used to right there. And this part right here is a little bit rougher, a little more lumpy. But other than that, a lot like last year's track. There's that grass again. That is so cool. Alright, we are getting sweated now by number 7 coming up behind us. This has been a pretty good race so far. The leader is still less than 2 seconds in front of me and I'm in third place. I like that. Yeah, that uphill you can kind of double to the flat spot. I'm not sure if that's the fast way or not. But when I carry the most speed into it, that's what ends up happening. Alright, Motoheads. We could still get a win here. This is so high speed right here. I love it. Barely clearing that tabletop in 4th gear pinned. Then you really got to check up right here, just like last year's track. This is very similar here. You don't want to jump too far to the top there because you want that little burst of speed, and we just went off the track a little bit and we're forced to the outside in that corner. Now I'm wondering if you can jump all the way to the top of that tabletop we just went over from that uphill. I guess I'll find out. Oh man, that was ugly. Alright, here we go again to the outside. See, that is nice. Yeah, I guess I'll find out the next time I race with the Crypt Keeper. All the crazy lines. The Crypt Keeper is a pretty cool dude if you've ever seen him in public lobbies. Sometimes he's way faster than I am. And sometimes he'll get in front of me and just show me lines. We're not talking to each other or anything. He knows what he's doing. I know what he's doing. I send him a little message after the fact and say, hey man, thanks. He knows what I'm talking about. Very cool dude. Alright, we're still going to the inside there. Now that very inside right there is actually a pretty good line, but it's kind of hard to hit. Still trying to get used to this track. We're running a 1:59.8, and I don't think that's a terrible lap time for this track. I forget offhand what our ghost race time is. I think it's like a 1:57 or something like that. I could be wrong. What is your lap time? Leave a comment. Alright, see what I'm talking about? We kind of jumped almost all the way to the top of that, and then one more hop up to the top. We got 1 minute and 45 seconds left here, plus a lap in this moto. And we are back in second place. A good distance, about 5-6 seconds behind the leader. And here's that high speed part, getting up to just about 75 miles an hour there. All right. The fastest I've ever seen my speedometer hit was, I believe, 108 miles an hour. That was on a big downhill. See right there, I'm wondering if you can jump off that and land on that tabletop. Oh, there's the leader. Something must have happened to him. No, he's still about 6 seconds up there. To the outside and over that. 85 miles an hour right there, Motoheads. Oh, that was choppy going through those ruts. And then the split section, I like to go to the left on the split section. If you keep your momentum and go to the right and do it perfect and grease it, it's very comparable, actually. At least that's what I think. All right, running in second place. Behind number 5, and we got number 7 right behind us. And we're coming up to that grass again. You just want to kind of go out there and have a picnic, don't you? Just get in that grass and put down a little blanket. Maybe get out some... oh, see, now he was trying to... All right, that whole part right there, Motoheads. I'm going to talk about it more on the last lap. But you just saw what happened. He was trying for a hero line, and he messed it up. He just went to the inside and messed that up as well. So this guy is reckless and blistering fast. Because he's still right behind us, and he keeps crashing. Alright, the high-speed section here. We got the 2-lap board out. I always wonder, what is the fastest line right there over that big tabletop? There's got to be a certain little spot where you can hit it faster and not jump as far. There you see the leader already at the top of the hill back there. Like right here, if he launched all the way, we'll see, I guess. If you have done that, put a comment in here. Let me know. I'm really curious. Alright, I'm going to the middle line this time, seeing if I can... Okay, you don't got to go all the way to the outside, so that's pretty cool to know. Holding off number 7 for the time being. Alright, I'm going to the left at the split section, so does he. And this is Gravity Cavity that we're going through right now. Launching out of it for the final lap. Alright, we're going to see what he does over this tabletop just after the grass section when we get there. I'm just going to ride it like I know how to. Let's see if he tries to... Man, he is fast. He is taking off. I can't even see what he's going to do. I couldn't tell, but he's trying to jump all the way to that tabletop there. And I just want to jump over that hump that we just went over. I'm wondering if I can get that done. I guess once again I'll find out when I see some of the fast boys out there doing crazy stuff. Oh, we just went by somebody, but it must have been a lapper or something, because we're still in third place. I went to the inside on that turn that time and pulled it off pretty well. I noticed when I was ghost racing, when you go to the inside back there, it's pretty easy to mess it up. Alright, over the big tabletop. Ugh, came up a little bit short right there. Get that last little burst before this downhill, and that's a drop off right there. The leader is a good 10 seconds in front of us. Okay, we made it that time, Motoheads. Did you see that? That's the way you're supposed to do that. We went all the way to the outside and then cleared that with ease. That's the easiest we've made it over that thing. Probably a little bit too much. We should have kept a little lower there. This track will come to us. We're in 4th gear. Shifting down to 3rd through the split section. And here is the finish. Alright, we got a 3rd place. Motohead's not bad. A lap time 1:59.49. The winner, whatever his name is, I can't read that language. He got a 1:58.4, so that's pretty cool. Alright, all in all, I love this track, Motoheads, and I hope you do too. Whatever you do from here, have fun with it, and we will see you in the next moto.